All right, folks, welcome back. With the RNC in the rear view mirror, we wanted to get thoughts if this highlights how well Milwaukee can handle large-scale events. So joining us now this morning with Visit Milwaukee is a boss man himself, Mr. Gerard Randall. Good morning, sir. How you feeling?
The weekend has been a weekend of rest for me, but the overall week was absolutely phenomenal. The city really shined during the RNC convention.
What are your thoughts on that, on having the RNC in the context of can Milwaukee truly handle large-scale events like this?
Well, our original hope was that we'd be able to showcase the city, let folks know that we're able to put on large-scale events, and there certainly will be more large-scale events that will be coming to Milwaukee as a result. I mean, we doubled the size of our convention center.
Oh, wow.
So that put us in an entirely different class of convention hospitality folks that look to have these types of conventions come to Milwaukee.
Now, of course, when you have types of conventions coming to Milwaukee, we talk about extra foot traffic. Your thoughts on the effectiveness of businesses seeing foot traffic for the convention?
Well, those that were inside the security zone, they certainly had the opportunity to drum up a lot of business.
Right.
Those that were just outside of the security zone, they may have had expectations that certainly some were met, some were not met. But I think that's all a result of how the city had been laid out in order to make sure that those who came were safe and that the security perimeter that was around the hospitality areas were maintained for the safety of all of those folks that came in.
Now, will there be a review for some folks? Obviously, when y'all have future, go ahead.
Certainly, Visit Milwaukee will have a review. The State Party will have a review. The RNC will have a review. I mean, the comments that were coming from folks who visited here, they were all positive, and certainly those reviews will be reflective in every single one of those efforts to find out what we needed to do better and what we did well.
And there's numbers being thrown out there right now that the RNC brought in millions, hundreds of millions. We heard 200 million, but apparently there's another number we're hearing.
250 million would be the long-term impact of having the convention here. I mean, this wasn't a short-term effort. What we were looking to do is reimagine, reinvent the hospitality industry for this region. And I think we've accomplished that. Certainly with other efforts like having the food show here, having folks come in and see the kinds of facilities that we had available, that will all have an impact on our efforts to have future large-scale events come to Milwaukee.
Now, you talked about this real briefly, got a couple of seconds left. What will you see for the future of Milwaukee as far as having future events like RNC or major large-scale events?
We moved up into an entirely different tier of hospitality cities. We will now compete with Minneapolis, with St. Louis, with Cleveland for the kinds of conventions that in the past we just hadn't been able to accommodate. We didn't have the facilities, we didn't have the hotels, and now we have the enthusiasm of all these folks who have had the chance to see just what Milwaukee can do.
All right, and Mr. Gerard Randall, thank you for joining us this morning. We
appreciate
you.